Good evening, legends. What is going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little late night stream for you lads and lasses. We're back here to discuss the days and evenings, transfer news, goings on, all the latest information that we've got to hand. We will cover it in this stream. Not quite sure what's going on in my live chat there, folks. It's shat it. Okay then, let me try and fix it real quick at the start of this one. If not, it's no major biggie, is it? You know, but let's try and get that working, guys. I'm not too sure what's happened there. Not too sure what's occurred. Okay, it's shat it, guys. What a great start to the stream. Anyway, hello to you all. Hopefully this bit still works. Yeah, great. Oh, okay. I think I understand what's happened now, guys. Yeah, I do think I understand what's happened. Just give me uno momento there, por favor, and it should be all right. Hang on. Yes. I was being stupid, guys. Hello. Ever the professional start to the stream. Good evening, everybody. It's the Flying Pig here. Hope you're doing well. Smash that like button at the start of this stream. We're going to get into the latest transfer goings on, as I say, throughout the next sort of hour. So, do stick around. Have your say in the live chat as well. Get involved in the live chat with your thoughts and opinions about these players that we're discussing, obviously, in these potential transfers. Get involved in the live chat, you legends. Right, okay, so let's get stuck into it. But firstly, actually, let me just say hello to a bunch of legends in here. What's going on there? Top player. Kevin Kilban, Stephen Shipman. Top player, I like that name, mate. Definitely you are not Steven Gerrard then, are you, mate? Heyo! Michael, Enigma Al, BC, Geeky, Christopher, Man United World, top player. I do like that name, though. That's a good one. And everybody else as well. Thank you very much for joining. As I say, give us a big like on this video. You can share this stream around as well. That will help us out. The link to repost the show is pinned to the top of the live chat there. Do give us a repost on X if you can. Also, get yourself subscribed. Right, anyway, let's get into the news. So, obviously, we got the Fabrizio Romano. Here we go yesterday with Ugarte. Just waiting for the official sort of announcement. Hopefully, it's going to be right now during this live stream. That would be very, very nice indeed. Haven't seen anything official, obviously, just as of yet in regards to Man United. I will get their official channels up here real quick. Just make sure I haven't missed anything. Yep, that's absolutely spot on. So there's nothing been officially announced just yet in regards to Ugarte, but the Ugarte deal was obviously done. He flew into Manchester overnight, arrived at Carrington, conducted medical tests, all that sort of stuff. There's no issues there. So get in there, my son. Obviously, the situation there is we've signed him from PSG on a permanent transfer, 50 million euros. 10 milli down the line in terms of bonuses and add-ons. It's a good bit of business, I suppose. You know, it could turn out to be a great bit of business. We've paid a lot of money for him, but I think he's a good young talent and he's got a bit of bollocks about him. And who knows? He might even be thrown in there, if we can get him announced very soon, he might even be chucked in there against the Scousers coming up at the weekend. What do you reckon, folks? Yes or no? Do you think Manuel Ugarte will be featuring? I guess featuring's the wrong word. Let's say starting. Will he be starting against the Scousers at the weekend? Because if you're talking about the sort of game that it is, a big game against, what's the word, physical opposition. It's going to be that sort of a game where it's, that bitter rivalry and everything. To have some sort of a combative, destructive CDM in there, would be fantastic. Yeah, a lot of people in the live chat saying no. I mean, the reality is, right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I agree with all what you guys are saying as well, to be honest. I just wanted to ask the question because, he is the sort of player exactly for these types of games. That combative, destructive, bit of a bastard of a midfielder. So I am looking forward to seeing this type of player in games like that, but he's probably not going to be starting that one. Maybe he'll come on later on in the game, who knows. Let's face it, he's not played a lot of football lately. And if you look at what Ten Hag has done at the start of this season with bringing in these players that we've signed who haven't played a lot of football over the summer, and bringing them in slowly, he's probably going to do that, isn't he? He's probably going to just have him around. He might get 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, but he's probably going to have him around for the first couple of games, I would imagine. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll just chuck him in there, but, it's not even necessarily the right thing to do if the lad's just coming in, because obviously you've got the likes of Casemiro, who's got that experience, Mainu, etc. But I do think there's a small chance it could happen. What's up there, Mr. Disco Dave? It's a good window. It's a good window. Much better window than the last 10 years, in your opinion. Do you reckon, Disco Dave? I mean, maybe. I mean, on paper, there's been better windows, but when we've seen them actually turn into shite, they've not been very good, have they? But we have had some good windows on paper before. This one, on paper, it's the right types of signings that we're making now. We're not making the signings of the big name signings. Remember that window where we signed Sancho, Varane, and Cristiano Ronaldo after we finished second? Or, yeah. Was it second? Anyway, I've forgotten already. But that season, right, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the wheel. You remember that? That was a good window on paper. But then when you actually see the window or that window into effect, it's a smeared, shite, other horrible, gashed up window, lad. That's basically what happened there. So, we'll see. We'll see, I suppose. It does seem like a good window because United have signed the right types of players. We haven't signed those big name, big superstar, egomaniac type players this window. We've signed a different type of player, a younger player, a hungrier player. A player that's not necessarily wanted by the team that they're at right now. A player that's not wanted necessarily in the national team right now. If you're looking at De Ligt and Xerxes, they're obviously on the fringe of both. They're on the fringe. But what I'm saying is, we've had to go around and shop around for different types of players in this summer transfer window, and it's been a good one so far. Yeah, go on then. Let's rate the transfer window out of 10. There's still some things to be done. Yeah, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, we'll get into it. Sancho out. But we'll get into all of that in a minute. But give us a rating out of 10 then in regards to this transfer window. Have your say, folks. I still think it's a good, solid transfer window. I'm still giving it a 7.5 at this moment in time. I could be swayed a bit either way, depending on the business that we are still left to do. We might be able to entice a top player still here. We might have the funds available to sign another cheeky surprise package. If we could get a left back, maybe another wide player, obviously with Sancho potentially outgoing, they're obviously outgoing. It's going to be imperative that we do a little bit more business, I think. Stay Gold. Hey, Berber, what's going on, lads? Stay Gold says 5 out of 10. Jan says 7, 8.57, 7.8. Gash with Ugarte 8, 7.5 to 8, 7.5, 6, 8.5. Hey, KK, what's good, man? You're not overly positive this window. I'm going 6 out of 10. It's not a mesmerizing window. It's not absolutely exceptional window, to be perfectly honest. It's a good, very decent window. It's a good window. I mean, when you think about getting rid of a couple of the key players as well that potentially have been at fault in the past and just haven't really lived up to the United way, the likes of Martial, he's gone, obviously. Scott McTominay's on his way out here. We're just waiting for final confirmation, but it's basically going to be coming tonight, hopefully, officially from the likes of Napoli, United, etc. But yeah, obviously others have announced it, the likes of Fabrizio Romano. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I know. 9 if we get a left back, 10 problems being addressed. Yes, good shout, Berber. It's been a good winner. If we get a left back and another wide player to replace the outgoing gastastic egomaniac meltbag Sancho, I think you'll find that it would be getting up there for a 9, yeah. It would be a very satisfying window. And the only way it could really be a 10 is if you did something cray-cray, like get rid of that slabbo Maguire individual, and maybe, I don't know, just sign an extra banging player. But yeah, we're still 2 players probably away from it being almost a 9 out or a 10 out of 10 window. We just got to get a left back and a wide player to replace the outgoing Jadon. And then, it's looking all right. But come on, actually, you know what, guys? Let's just be semi-realistic. 9 out of 10, I don't know, actually. There's some good players we've signed here. We've signed an 18-year-old kid with a metatarsal injury, We've signed De Ligt, who was replaced by Eric Dyer last year. We've signed Xerxes, who was on the bench for the Netherlands in the Euros. I'm not trying to be negative or pessimistic, actually. I still think, regardless of those facts, these are good players and these are good signings and good ones for the future. Look at De Ligt with what he brings to the table, his experience, his quality on the ball, etc., playing out from the back, all that vibes, the Ajax connection. Then there's definitely positives in all of our signings. SBU Noah, thank you very much indeed for the super chat there, my son. Let's break out some red panties in the live chat here, everybody, for SBU Noah. Bringing in that raw love there, lad. Thank you very much. He says, hey, Pig, I'm in South Africa. Your watch-alongs are the best I've seen. Keep up the good work, mate. What would be your fair targets this season. Fair targets? Favourite targets? Fave targets. Fave targets, I think is what he's going to say there. Noah, big up yourself from South Africa watching the channel, mate. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate that about the watch-alongs. Get in there at the weekend, lad. We're going to smash up those Scousers, my son. I think you mean fave targets. I don't know, but I mean, for who's remaining right now and who we could possibly go and get sort of realistically, obviously, there's not really that much of us left to do. We're sort of going to be having a shop around in the basically free transfer market or the very low amount of money transfer market right now. So you're talking about cast-offs from other teams, aren't you? The likes of the Raheem Sterling, the likes of, Chilwell or peeps like this. I don't know. There's loads of randomers, but, that you could get. Anthony Martial's actually still on the freebie list as well, isn't it? Nobody wants to touch him with a barge pole. Don't blame him. But no. To answer your question, I mean, if I could be, I don't know, somebody like a Mitoma. I'd much rather a Mitoma than a Sancho. I know it's super ridiculously unrealistic, it's not going to happen, but I'm just saying, you've told me who would be my favourite target. I mean, semi-realistic target, if you could potentially fork up the cash for him, somebody like a Mitoma or somebody in a short term, like a few years could be good for us. But I don't know, mate. Who knows? Thank you very much, lad. Thank you very much. Big up yourself there, lad. Much appreciated. Yeah, Delict is far better than Maguire. Nice one there, Rajat. Thank you very much for hitting the likes button there, everyone. Yes, we're on 57 likes, but we can do better than that, my friends. The Bacon Brigade, assemble. There's 161 legends in here and 57 likes. That is a Harry Maguire-esque performance from the live chat so far. Let's up those levels. Let's at least get to John O'Shea standards. Do you know what I mean? Smash that thumbs up. Get this sucker to 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel and have your say and get involved. All right, nice one. Let me cover the rest of the stuff we've got before we dip back into the live chat here real quick. So, there's no issues, obviously, with the Ugarte deal. That's being done. And there's no issues with the Scott McTominay deal. We're just waiting for the official announcement. Here's a report from Fabrizio a little while ago, just before this stream went live, actually, that says no issues for Scott McTominay to Napoli, as documents have already been reviewed today. €30 million package, 10% sell-on clause to Man United, and all set to be completed on Thursday. So, obviously, could be announced, who knows, tonight, could be, as per what Fabrizio's saying, completed Thursday, probably makes more sense. And then in regards to Ugarte, could be the same sort of situation there. Could be announced, I guess, shortly tonight, could be, I suppose, or also, again, officially tomorrow. So those are the situations there. Napoli received the document. Scott McTominay's obviously travelled over. He's, it's all done. It's done, guys, and Scott McTominay's basically a Napoli player now. Oh, Scotty McTominay. I will miss the Iron Brew emojis in the live chat. Let's get some honorary Iron Brew emojis in the live chat for Scotty McTominay. I will miss the old cheeky Scott McTominay bagpipe celebrations. You know what I mean? Never will we be ever able to really go, etc. ever again. And it's a shame. And also, He's just a bit of a nice lad. Good lad is Scott McTominay. Fair play to him. He had a good season. At least he ended on good terms. He had a few gash seasons before that. But at least he ended in a good place at Manchester United. And he's a good lad. And good luck to him at Napoli. He joins a good club there with a rich history. And I think he'll do bits, actually, in Serie A because he is a good player. And he's certainly sort of developed over the last 18 months, if you look what he's done with his national side as well. He's definitely been a good player for club and country over the last 12 months or so. So fair play to him. They've got themselves a good player. But it's time for Man United to incrementally improve ourselves. We've got to start making the strides in all areas of the team to try and get better players in. This is what this is about. There's no sentimentality in football. Or there shouldn't be that much anyway, not for a club like Manchester United. You want to have some loyalty, sentimentality, of course, I get that. But there shouldn't be too much. Because otherwise you end up keeping hold of gashbag players who are no bloody good for you, And Scotty sort of fits into that category, really, even though he's been a talented player for us over the last 12 months and getting some goals and stuff. Overall, it's just pretty bang average and suspect. So, yeah, I'm happy with the Scotty McTominay going out and Manuel Ugarte coming in. Bit of business there, especially when you factor in that we have received a good amount of money for Scott McTominay, considering the bang average sort of player that he is. Now, in all fairness, we did get about the right amount of money for Scotty. I think that's bang on, really. I'm glad we didn't get any less, and it would have been kind of stupid of us to expect to have got more. But what do you reckon, guys, in terms of euros? Because this deal's obviously done in euros with a 30 million euro package, 25 up front, 5 down the line, and 10% sell-on clause. How much do you think he's worth in euros? Do you think we got stitched up on this deal? Do you think we got a good deal? I think it's a good deal. I think he's a 25 million, 30 million pound player. When you look at the current market and how much players are going for, there's some right melts going for big money, you know. So colostomy bag's got to be worth at least 25 mil. So I think it's a decent bit of 23 million. Fair enough. Well, I think we got maybe a little bit more than we could have done. So it's not a bad bit of business there. But, you know, are you happy or sad that Scott McTominay's going live, chat? Let's get on to some other bits of information here. Exclusive, by the way, he's been a member for 46 months. Come on. Hashtag 46 says, we miss McFred. Get the band back together. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, those were the days, weren't they? McFred in the centre of the park. Well, you're an Arsenal scummer, so no doubt you missed that. I personally don't miss that, although, in all honesty, if we're talking about those two players, they are both players who've always sort of given it their all on the pitch for Man United and tried. Now, Fred was an absolute engine for us in that midfield, to be honest, and Scott McTominay, as technically gash as he is, he's always been a trier, and God love a trier. So fair play to McFred. McFred will go down in the annals of history as a legendary combo, won't they? They really will. You know, it's right up there with the SAS, Shearer and Sheringham, or Shearer and Sutton if you're a Blackburn scammer. It's right up there with, you know, Rio and Vidic. And it's McFred, you know, it's iconic. It's absolutely iconic. It's iconic, but obviously they were shite. You know what I mean? As far as they weren't anywhere near as good as Rio and Vidic or anything like that. But yeah, it was a very much an iconic duo there, wasn't it? Those guys, respect. So that's happened. Let's get on to the potential of somebody else coming in then. So with the news that Jadon Sancho is, well, likely leaving this summer now, it does look like there's been deals agreed. There's reports coming out. There's still nothing, obviously, from, well, the top journals that I've seen anyway in regards to this particular official bit of business. But there is obviously quite a lot of different reports and channels and all sorts of places reporting that the deal is obviously done with Juventus for Jadon Sancho, right? Get in there, my son. See you later on, Jadon Sancho, lad. Oh, my God. What a gastastic career at Manchester United this lad's had. Total waste of money, total waste of time. Egomaniac, throwing his toys out the pram, rocking the boat constantly. Who bloody needs it? So if we can get him gone in any capacity, that'll be good for the squad mentality. That'll be good for a boost for the squad. And the manager it'll be good for as well, to have this sort of negative impact away from the squad. It'll be good. So, yeah. Get him gone, guys. See you later on, Jadon. Sick of talking about Jadon Sancho at Manchester United, to be fair. He's another one to just toss on the scrap heap. You know, you've ended up buying a Rolls Royce for absolute top whack. Some sort of beautiful Rolls Royce Phantom you think you're getting. And then you get it home, and it's not a Rolls Royce Phantom at all. It's actually just a Chrysler 300 that somebody's fucking rebadged with some Rolls Royce shite, and they've put a bloody plastic fucking, you know, silver, you know, what's it called? That bloody, you know, that ecstasy of eternity fucking melt on the front or whatever it's called. That's basically what we've ended up with here. We've ended up with a bodge job Rolls Royce. It's not an actual Rolls Royce, you know. We've ended up with it's a fucking Ford Mondeo underneath, mate. It's got the chassis of a fucking Vauxhall Vectra, bro. This car, and that's what we've got with Jadon Sancho. So yeah, and what happens? Well, it's been exposed now. Everybody knows he's a Vauxhall Vectra of a player. So what do we do? Well, you can't sell him for Rolls Royce money anymore. Nobody wants a shitty Vauxhall Vectra anymore, mate. I had a Vauxhall Vectra actually. I've only ever owned 4 cars, and one of them's a Vauxhall Vectra. It's the shittest one out of the whole lot, though. Hate Vauxhall Vectras, mate. But anyway, all I'm saying is, now is the time for a change there. We need to get somebody else in that particular area to replace the outgoing Jadon. And Jadon Sancho is who wants Jadon Sancho? Yeah, there you go, exactly. I mean, Chelsea do, apparently, you know, to replace potentially the outgoing Sterling as well. And obviously Juventus are on the cards, and a lot of outlets are reporting this a done deal to Juventus, but I think you're right, pal. I think Chelsea are still in this. I haven't seen any of the big boys in terms of the actual legit journos who I actually value. I haven't heard any of them saying anything necessarily that is done. So I still think there's a potential for something other to be done. And that could be where Raheem Sterling comes in, obviously. Potential player in, potential player out. Raheem Sterling. He's shite, mate. No, he's had a good career and he's been great. A few years ago, he's really good. He was good under Pep Guardiola, mate. His day is gone. I don't want to see bloody Raheem Sterling playing for Manchester United. What are we doing? What's going on there? And also, he's played for all these scum clubs in the past. He's a decent player. He's a good player, you know. But he's getting on a little bit. He's not all that anymore, and I don't want him. Who wants him, guys? Smash a 1 in the chat if you actually want him. Smash a 2 in the chat if you don't want him. But I certainly do not want him. Oh, yes, here we go. This is the new, this is the new update here from Fab. Thank you for telling me about that in the live chat, guys, 18 minutes ago. Sorry, I've been waffling over here. But it's good timing. It's good timing because we're talking about this right now. So the whole Jadon Sancho situation, look at this. Here's another tweet from Fab just a short while ago. Pop that up there, which goes to say, Juventus and Chelsea remain both in talks for Jadon Sancho. Juventus have improved their proposal today for loan with buy option. Man United insist on obligation and salary coverage, also key point. Chelsea remain in active talks, but still want swap with Raheem. Yeah, there you go, you see. Exactly what we've been saying there, guys, you know. So Fab saying it how it is just before this. Obviously, a lot of different reports and outlets, channels all over the place, going on the hearsay of a couple of French melts or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to wait for the big boys to discuss it. And obviously, at the moment, it does seem like it's on the cards, but it's nothing done just yet, is it? You know, nothing done just yet. But it looks like him going out of Manchester United is done because we're scrambling to try and find him a new club because this situation with him at the club is just very toxic. So we're going to get rid of Jadon Sancho one way or the other, I'm sure. But yeah, Chelsea, I mean, I would much rather him go to Juve. 100%. I don't want to see him stay in the Premier League because even though as much as I think it could be a poison chalice for Chelsea because he's shite and he might melt for them and be just like an English Mudryk, even worse, you know, that would be good. But also, what if he actually does come back to sting us or come back to do something in the future for Chelsea? And that would be annoying. That would be really annoying, wouldn't it? And he's the sort of guy that probably just to piss off Manchester United when he's playing us or, you know, or just in general at the start, you know, he's the sort of guy probably just to play absolutely out of his skin for the first however long he's at the football club until the first major setback comes this way and then he'll just looking down tools again. But yeah, I do think that he could have the potential to hurt us, I guess, at some point in the future, you know, a la Danny Welbeck or whatever. So see you later on to Juventus, hopefully for Jadon Sancho. That would be much more appropriate. But, you know, we are maybe looking to get another player in the opposite direction. Raheem Sterling is available. It would be an easy bit of a swap deal, would be a little bit of easy business going on, I suppose, to obviously try and bring in another player who can play in that wide area just for a season. There's other options out there. I'd love to see us spend a little bit more money and get a proper winger who's not just an aging over-the-hill melt and who isn't a scumbag player who's played for all the scum clubs. I'd much rather go and see us spend a little bit more and get somebody else in the wide area there. But, you know, I guess it's better than no one. I guess we'd rather Raheem Sterling than nobody, wouldn't you? You know, I'd much rather him than Jadon Sancho just for attitude purposes. But as far as I'm concerned, Raheem Sterling's an absolute headless chicken. Look, when I remember when City signed him from Liverpool, was it for 50 million? I remember making a video at the time, and it didn't age very well, to be honest, because I was basically just taking a piss that they paid that amount of money for a fucking headless chicken. He went on to do brilliant things for Pep Guardiola at City, and obviously he went on to do brilliant things during Gareth Southgate's reign as England national team manager as well for a spell of a good few years. He was one of our best players. So he has been a good player, but he's also had his day, and his day was a long time ago, and now he's pretty bang average shite, you know? Zach Carr, thank you very much for getting your highlighted member comment in here. 14 months a member of this channel. Let's be having you. Guys, get a hashtag 14 in there. Thank you, Zach Carr, for being a member over here, my friend. He says, please no mid-table finish this year. Yeah, well said, lad. That would be unacceptable. That would be shite. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we've got to be trying to at least push for top 4, lad. You know, with the amount of money that we spent and how long Ten Hag's had at the side. Ten Hag's had a couple of years at the club now and he spent £500 million. I think the total total, you know, overall spend is, gross spend is 560 million or somewhere in that region. So it's crazy to talk of it like that, but it's actually true. You know, if you add up all the deals that we've done, the likes of 85 million for Anthony Dos Santos and 60 million for Mason Mount and 50 million for Andre Onana, and Martinez was 40 odd million or whatever. And, you know, if you add all the players up, it's £500 million. So this guy must get the results, as far as I'm concerned, this season. If he doesn't, I almost instantly get us to start playing good stuff now and picking up results and doing well and competing, then yeah, I mean, you've got to do something about it, don't you? You've got to try and make some sort of a change, otherwise just damning yourself to mediocrity. But I think he will turn it around. We'll see. So yes, Raheem Sterling live chat. It's an interesting topic. I don't want him at the football club. I want us to see us have a little bit more ambition, really, and go for somebody else who might still be available between now and the end of the window. You know, a surprising sort of a signing, a surprise package. Somebody who, you know, you're not necessarily thinking we're going to go and get because they might cost a little bit of money. But I'd like to think we could try and spend a little bit of money as it's Ineos's big summer of investment and maybe, you know, get another good player. It's unrealistic. They'll probably cheap out. They probably will just get a Raheem Sterling type signing or some loan deal or some bit of business done like that. But it would be nice to think about it. Thank you very much there, Stay Gold. I've got a fantastic graphic designer, Stay Gold. You absolute passive-aggressive melt. Do you know what I mean there, Stay Gold, man? I've got a fantastic graphic designer. What is wrong with my graphic designer? This is beautiful stuff, mate. Eh? No, it's good stuff, mate. I mean, each to their own and everything. You might not like it, you know. It's probably because it doesn't have enough gold on it, does it? You know, I don't know. You got some bloody issues there. Anyway, fair play to you, lad. Fair play to you. Right, we could also sell some other players still, as we've discussed. You know, there's also like some reports, speculative links with Lindelof going to Italy also. So a report came out a little while ago, you know, that there's some Italian sides that are interested in Victor Lindelof, Lazio being one of them, and perhaps they're keen to do a little bit of business. So, I mean, Victor Lindelof, keep or sell, guys, keep or sell. What do you reckon? If you could get, I don't know, 15 million or I don't know how much you could get for him, to be honest. Would you keep or sell him? For me, I would still rather sooner keep him ahead of Harry Maguire, actually. But seeing as Harry Maguire's not going anywhere, I suppose you could try and sell him. Maguire will be going in a year's time. Then you could try and have another little rebuild at the back there. You would have Evans, Euro, Martinez, De Ligt, Maguire. You know, maybe it's not enough. Maybe you need to keep him for this season just as coverage, just as an option. Also, we're pretty lame when it comes to having wide wing backs at the moment. Obviously, that's another problem position for us still. We haven't signed another left back or whatever. He is someone that can play like at right back at a push if you need to, and then switch Dallo or Mazraoui or whatever. So he gives you a few little extra options, I suppose. But a lot of people are saying sell. Yeah, I know. You can't believe we're so... Well, it's better than him just rotting away here and doing nothing and putting his plonker for 250k a week, isn't it, Cake Cadet, lad? Nobody wants this twat around the gaff putting his plonker, mate. Sell, keep, sell. Hey, fair play to you guys. Lots of people saying sell in here, sell, keep, sell both. Yes, do that, guys. Aaron has put repost for the piggy. Yeah, that will help us out. There's a little link at the top of the live chat there, guys. It's on x.com. If you repost the stream, just give it a retweet, repost, whatever. I'll shout you out before the end of the show because it's appreciated if you help us spread the word of the show. Nice one. Lindo's okay. Maguire's had his biggest downfall. Yeah, Maguire's just Easter Island scraphead worthy, mate. He needs to just go. Craw, thank you very much for the 22-month membership comment. You absolute don. 2 more months until the new badge. Yes, mate, almost 2 years a member of the channel. Thank you so much for sticking around here, Craw. And you're a city scummer, aren't you? So especially considering that. Hey, Luan France, how you getting on there? What did I miss? So all you've really missed in this show so far is just the latest update that Ugarte's imminent, that McTominay to Napoli's imminent, that also Sancho to Juventus is looking quite likely, and also Chelsea still in with a shout, as Fabrizio said a little while ago there. Also the potential for us to be bringing in somebody else to replace Jadon Sancho, the likes of Raheem Sterling. That's all really that we're discussing right now. It's some quite interesting topics, but I would like to see us maybe doing a little bit more ambition-wise than just Raheem Sterling. Slabhead is a ghoul, says Nick, hanging around in hope a decent player gets an injury so he can stick his head on a pitch. Do you know what? I'm caught in two minds about Slabo Maguire, actually, because if you actually look at his mentality every time he approaches the games, he's got an elite mentality in the sense that he can brush off all the negativity from the game before. He can brush off all of the pressure on him for the occasion, etc. He can brush off all of the backlash from fans and things like that, and pressure and media discussions, all that sort of stuff. And he can actually just turn up and be a professional and do a job for you. Unfortunately, he can't do a job for you consistently, but he can turn up and do a good job for you on his day. Last season, he was good for us when called upon. He's played 2 games for us this season so far. One of them, in my opinion, he was the man of the match. The other one, he was shite. But he's got that ability to actually do a job. So in some ways, I'm caught in two minds. I don't think he's good enough. He needs to piss off immediately and go. But in a way, he's obviously on a winner here at United with the wages and the contract he's on. He's only got a year left. From his point of view, he can just be available for the team, help the team out, and leave on good terms. And it seems like he's the type of guy to give it his all every time he steps on the pitch. Can't really fault his mentality. Can only fault his big old slab, But fair play to him, but he does need to go. But I'm sort of caught in two minds, because as a fifth choice backup, what a great fifth choice backup to have. Slabo Maguire as a fifth choice centre-back, great. Good choice. Should be paid 60k a week to be a fifth choice centre-back, not 180 or 200k, but that's neither here nor there. That is his contract. Exactly. He is a liability, that's for sure. But for the right side type of team, Mr. Everton, Mr. Dyche at Everton coming in for him or something. Who knows, just could potentially be a good fit for him. Like Ugarte. Yo, 0793, yo to you as well, my friend. What's going on? Who'd rather sign up a Meccano? Oh, man, that's saying a lot. Yeah, fair enough. Filth. Right, okay, so, I'm gonna get into the live chat now then for a little cheeky discussione. If there is any news that comes up, if maybe some of you legends in the live chat could keep an eye on it, from the really the main sources is what I want to see, the likes of Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein. I only sort of really listened to a couple, really, because most of them, from my experience of following this industry for the last few years, most of them just chat shit, to be perfectly honest with you. And even the good ones get it wrong sometimes, but some of them are just clear shit chatters. Do you know what I'm saying? So I try to avoid. Jonathan Gallagher, thank you very much for the 41 months membership comment there, you beast. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher, everyone. Hashtag 41 in the chat. He comments, can't have favouritism like last season, Ten Hag. He already has. You're spot on, Jonathan Gallagher. Spot on. I agree with you, sir. No favouritism. You've got to earn your stripes in the team. But he already has started this season with favouritism, hasn't he? There's no way Rashford should be starting ahead of Garnacho. What is the reason for it? That's just outright favouritism, really, because he had one great season for Ten Hag's first season, I suppose, or because he's on big money or he's a big player, whatever the case may be. But on terms of just outright merit, who should be starting that particular game of football, the last game or the game before, it's definitely not Rashford. So he's already got that favouritism. He showed a lot of favouritism last season for the likes of Anthony Dos Santos. So far this season with Anthony, he hasn't shown the same favouritism. He has indeed given Amad Diallo the rightful chance that he deserves on that right-hand side, and he's taken it, and I'm sure he's going to keep Anthony Dos Santos on the bench at the moment, because Amad Diallo is actually a good player. And hopefully he's seen sense on that one. But it wouldn't surprise me if he just blindly kept going forward with Rashford instead of Garnacho, especially in a big game against Liverpool. Hey, Unicorn Sky, what's going on, you legend? How are you getting on there? Welcome aboard the Bacon Express tonight. Hope you're having a good one, you legend. Lurking, cooking up a storm. Lovely, Stephen, get in there. Rashford should not be starting games for us. Not at the minute. He needs to earn his place back in the side. I'm not saying he's done at the football club, He's near being done. But if he was to turn it around, have a good couple of months, it could make all the difference. It could change his whole course of everything at this football club. If he continues like last season, he's not going to be here for another year. He will surely be sacked off if he continues in the way that he's been playing and his head dropping, etc. He's been an absolute Gashford. So, he shouldn't be starting games, Yeah, exactly. He needs to just, step up, work harder, He trudges back. Sometimes you see him and it looks like he's not trying 100%, and that's the very bare minimum of what you need to be, regardless of the talent, is trying 100% of the time out there when you're wearing the shirt. So, yeah. Hey, Luke CX, thank you so much for the super chat here, you legend. Come on. Let's get some Sues in there for Luke CX as well. Thank you, Luke CX. He comments, what signing has gotten you the most excited over the last 5 years? Reversely, which one has made you feel the most meh? Honestly, Cristiano Ronaldo re-signing for the football club had me the most excited. All 6 of my piggy nipples were tingling with that news of that signing. I must be honest, that was fantastic, even though obviously it turned out to be pretty underwhelming in the end, really. I was so happy to see the return of the prodigal son, CR7, at the football club. That was amazing. So that one definitely had me the most excited, even though he was a 35-year-old at the time and, you know, obviously best years behind him. That one definitely had the most excited. And then the one that made me feel the most meh, Mason fucking Mount. In fact, doesn't even make me feel meh. It makes me feel straight up angry that we paid that amount of obscene money for Mason Mount, a bang average ex-Chelsea reject melt, you know, who, in my opinion, is gash. But, yeah, that's definitely the one that's made me go, oh, you know, like, oh, why would we spend that amount of money on him? 30 million quid, okay, maybe it makes sense, but 60 was just an absolute dry rogering from Chelsea for that transfer bit of business, lad. A dry rogering. And we've been rogered more times than a policeman's radio when it comes to the freaking transfer market. You know what I mean? So it's nothing new, I suppose. But there you go. Hey, Tommy Boyle, what's going on? Thank you for that, by the way, Luke CXU Hero. Tommy Boyle, how have you been, lad? I did see it, lad. Yes, I responded to you, Tommy. Sorry if I have missed some of your stuff over the last couple of weeks. I've been a little bit AWOL on the tellies. But I did see it. I did respond to you, and I will check it out again shortly to remind myself of what you're talking about, lad, because it's been a while. But I hope you're good there, my friend. Until his contract is up, then Rashford will show up beginning to think he's a money merchant now. Oh, imagine having the mentality where you just work your socks off for a season, perform like an absolute fiend, have the ability to perform like a fiend, do perform like a fiend, get a big money contract, and then just turn and cower and melt into a little melt. Oh, could you imagine doing that? Because that's what's happened with Marcus Rashford. Is he going to be able to turn it around? We know that he can do it. That's the most annoying thing about the whole situation. And Anthony needs to be sacked up as well. Won't happen because obviously Ten Hag loves him. Ten Hag absolutely loves him. Okay. Yes. You're top of the league. Are you really? The top of the league? What league is that? Where's Gung? Should he give me a free membership? Oh, William, hang around. You never know. He might pop up. Yeah, and he also got the number 7 shirt as well. Please don't even remind me on that. So just to answer Luke's question there, yeah, definitely the most underwhelming signing for me in the last 5 years is Mason Mount, and the most excited I've been for Cristiano Ronaldo. But obviously both of those have been not the best in terms of how they've worked out. Ronaldo's first season was actually good at the club, to be fair to him. Mate, the K Cadet, thank you for your hashtag 47-month membership. That's a long old time to be a bacon brigadier, my man. Thank you very much. Hashtag 47 in the chat. He comments and he says, Pig, can you preview the mug you're going to smash after Liverpool hammer us this weekend, please, mate? Yeah, sure. So I haven't decided which one yet, mate. I think it might be Mrs. P's Rose mug here, mate, which is a bit shiny on camera, or Mrs. P's a Love Heart pink mug here, mate. One of those would be a fantastic candidate. Do you know what I'm saying? K Cadet, I'm not going to break anything, mate, okay? It's a little thing called self-control, which I'm beginning to learn over these streams. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed a little bit of a mellowing. You know what I mean? There's a little thing called self-control going on. You know what I mean? Don't know if you've seen that, but it's there. It's coming. Anyway, it's not quite there yet, you know, but it's coming. Thank you for that, Kate Cadet. Hashtag 47 months is serious. That's bloody serious, lad. Only Xmas decorations from now on. We saw that on FIFA last night. Running out of cups. Well, yeah, exactly. I can smash the flowery one now. I'm sure she'd love coming home to that, yeah. Hi, Piggy. Glad to see Van der Beeker's gone. I was at the match, but he got injured. Okay, going back a little bit there, Ian Knox. Yeah, so that's another player we got rid of this summer. Obviously, Mesbury yesterday as well. But yeah, Donny Van der Beek, we got basically nothing for the guy. There is obviously potential for us to get some money down the line, though. But yeah, we just need to get rid of him. It's a total stupid signing, that one. Waste of time. We never really played him. He never took any chances. He was pretty bang average. Look, he was good. He was good before he came to Manchester United, but he was never good at Manchester United. Self-control is impossible when United play. Well, what can I say? I'm a passionate individual. I think it's the Greek in me. And also when it comes to smashing ceramics, I think it's the Greek in me. So, to be fair, we ruined his career. Yes, I know, but I also think he just ruined his own career. You know, you can make it undeniable with a manager, can't you? If you go into training and just bust everyone up with your undeniable skill and motivation and determination, and go on the pitch and take your chances when you get them and maybe do something, then you will get opportunities, I'm sure. But you never did, really. He sort of never did. I can remember like one good game from him or a couple of good games from him. And one of them was Ollie's last one, wasn't it? Yeah, I am doing a deadline day stream. Absolutely disco Dave, mate. We're going to be covering all sorts. Hey, by the way, the Carabao Cup draw is taking place like now, isn't it? I wanted to just see who we got in the third round of the League Cup. Pretty sure that it is taking place in a moment, or maybe it's just been drawn. Tommy Boy says, Sterling has 0 footballing IQ. No good for us. I thought I'd seen his name on the side of a loaf of bread. But then I realised it says thick cut. Dude. Going in there raw. No, I agree with you. I think he is a headless chicken as well, and has been for a number of seasons. Pep got the best out of him, to be honest. He has been effective in the past, but he is a headless chicken. Yeah. Headless chicken, lad. So, what time is the draw, guys, for the Carabao Cup? Because I wanted to keep an eye on it. And also, what channel is that on? Does anybody know? I'd like to watch it live real quick here on the stream. Would be nice, just to see who we get. It's only the third round of the League Cup. Who really gives a shite, to be fair? But still, if it's on BBC, it's on the BBC, is it, lad? Okay. It's on in 2 minutes, Sky Sports. Okay, thank you, guys. Right, let me just get this up real quick. That's what she said. Hey-oh! No, let me just go and check this out real quick. Give me a second. So, Sky Sports News, yeah? It's on Sky Sports News, is it, folks? Nice one. Twitter, Sky Sports Football. Sky Sports Football, Sky Sports News. Take a little look. Main event. Oh, okay, nice one. Thanks, bro. Let me go on main event. Where's my... Oh, shit. I should have set it up on the bloody TV beforehand. Now I've got to go to Sky. And then just go over the main event. Yeah, okay. But it'd be cool to see who we get anyway. Hopefully we do get something plum, like a nice plum draw, like a nice, easy, cheeky little draw there. Newcastle won on penalties against Forest there, did they? Oh, fair play. Third round draw up next. Nice. Right, let's try and watch this live. Go to Sky Sports, watch Sky Sports. Yeah, sign in. I saw this palaver on this shite, isn't it? Virgin Media customer. Really? Is this necessary? You know what I mean? Is this absolutely necessary? By the way, folks, if you're just getting in the stream, please do smash the like button. Help us get to 169 likes on this stream. Smash the thumbs ups and get yourself in there raw. We haven't finished with the stream yet. We're just trying to get this up, guys. I'm going to have a Q&A with you legends in a bit as well. And have a chat. Here it is. Nice. Pucker, right. It's playing, guys. It's playing. It's about to play anyway. Hopefully we get a plum draw here in the Carabao Cup third round. Bloody hell, that's loud. Let me turn that down. Okay, right, guys. We're watching it. We're ready. FIFA is after this live stream. Not tonight, Rajat. Cheeky night off for me, mate. Pretty tired. Catching up on my beauty sleep. Gonna have a nice 90-minute bath as well tonight. So, not tonight, mate, not tonight, but back at it tomorrow on the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, yes, 100%. Time and melt cake. Oh, okay, somebody being a melt, I don't know. Moderators don't know what they're doing here, though, guys. The mods are the best around. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade moderators, the best around here, absolutely. Yeah, big up Duke of Rodtown. How you doing tonight there, my friend? Big ups there, Chris Weens. How you getting on? 90-minute bath. That's how I roll, mate. I like to watch a movie whilst having a bath. I have a long, hot bath, mate, and I really have it super hot, mate, so I come out looking like a fucking lobster or something, lad. I love it. Yeah, exactly. Disco Dave, thank you very much indeed, there, you legend, absolutely. Right, let's see if we can... something went wrong. I'm just going to rely on the live chat here, guys, because it just said something went wrong on my Sky Sports app, and I can't be bothered with it, to be honest, so... I'm just going to... Actually, no. I am. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for the live chat to tell me what it is. Let's get in and answer some more questions anyway. Anything but Coventry FC. Tough team, mate. Definitely don't want to come up against them again, do we? That was filth. Do you remember that Newport County game last season as well? Oh, my God. That was horrendous. Lying in your own filth like a pig in the mud, says the Cape Cadet. Yeah, BBC will tell me, but I just wanted to see it come out live. But it doesn't really make all that much difference, does it, to be honest? But it would be nice to see who we get live on the stream here. It's just what I wanted to do, pretty much. Piggy, who would you rather, Sterling, Sancho, or Anthony? You have to pick one of them for your lineup next game. I guess Anthony. Honestly, it would be Anthony. But that's pretty gash question there, though, Jay. That's a horrible question. Crikey, that's a horrible question. But I would certainly go with Anthony Dos Santos out of those three. I don't really see the need for Raheem Sterling at this moment in time. I don't really want him. Yes, we've had Pellistri go, we've had Sancho going, and so we need to get another wide player in. Should have just kept Pellistri. Smash a 1 in the chat if you think we should have just kept Pellistri. See you later on, Jadon Sancho. Kept Pellistri. I don't understand why we didn't do that, really. Like, Pellistri was decent. I watched him a few times in the Copa America over the summer, and he was decent, lad. He's a good player. I don't understand why we haven't at least given him more chances, but there you go. Yeah, you see the live chat agrees. Lots of ones coming in the live chat there. You know it. It's a bit of a mistake, that, I think. And then, especially now when we're trying to clamber around to try and get like something like Raheem Sterling, some over-the-hill melt, when we could have had like this good, young, hungry Uruguayan kiddie playing for us there on a wide areas. It's a bit of a shite decision, that. Yeah, exactly, JR. And we didn't even get a lot of money for it either. Yeah, you wanted him and Sancho gone. Loved United, absolutely. Here's the draw, Piggy Mate. Oh, thank you very much there, Kieran. Yes, you do let us know what's going on in the live chat, guys. I'm relying on you because I didn't have the forthright to actually plan and set up the fucking TV properly before the stream. But it's all good. We're here to react to what comes out live anyway. Hopefully it's going to be a plum draw. Hopefully nothing gash. That would be very, very unfortunate, wouldn't it, if we draw one of the big boys in the third round. Yeah, we have got a buyback on Pellistri. That's true. I think until like 2027 we got the option to buy him back. So yeah, that's true. Nice one. It's starting now. Thank you, Disco Dave. Sterling will put Ahmad and Garnacho back. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no need for it, is there? We should have just had Pellistri, another young, hungry player who could have come in and done some games sometimes. Solly Griffin, thanks for being a member for 11 months, you hero. Sausage Soldiers as well. Thank you very much, Solly Griffin, for almost being a member a year now. Says, hey, Pig, looking forward to the game Sunday. Going to be watching with all my friends at my local pub. Thanks again for all the streams and the great content. Here's to 11 more months. Enjoy the match. Mate, thank you so much for that, Solly Griffin. And I hope you have a nice time with your friends at your local pub and stuff, but I don't hope you enjoy the match too much, you know what I mean? But big up there, Solly Griffin. Thank you so much. 11 months of this channel membership. Hashtag 11 in the chat for this absolute hero. Cheers for that, dude. We either give players too many chances, Rashford, or too few, Pellistri. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, 10 halves had a mare there, my son. Anthony played 29 times last season as well. We loaned out Pellistri. Bizarre. Still can't believe we got rid of Pellistri. That's crazy. I agree. Manchiti versus Watford. Shitty versus Watford. Okay. City versus Watford. I don't know. Liverpool versus West Ham. Arsenal versus Bolton. Liverpool versus West Ham. Barnsley, says Pete Morris. Barnsley? Are you taking the piss, or is that the actual draw? Yes, mate. It's Barnsley. Get in there. That's a fucking plum draw, my son. Get in there, Barnsley. We've drawn Barnsley, lads and lasses. United v Barnsley at home. Get in there, Disco Dave. Nice. That's a plum draw, that, PJ. Yes. All right. Good draw there, folks. Buzzing with that. Excellent news. That is excellent news. Okay, so we've got Barnsley in the third round. You reckon Barnsley will be tough, Madhouse? Well, any team's tough at the moment, I suppose. If you look at last season, playing games against Newport County and making a meal of it. So, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, nice one. 8-1 winning coming. I don't know, Jay, I don't know if we could be that confident against anyone right now. Wickham versus Villa. Yeah, fair enough, King Boomer. You're not wrong. We probably will make them look good. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Tommy. As well, Coventry had a good game against us. We got Barnsley, but it's a great draw, though. It's a plum draw. I'm just glad we avoided one of the bigger teams or whatever, or the harder teams. Coventry v Tottenham, nice. That's a good draw, that one. Excellent. All right, fantastic. When is Ugarte going to be confirmed? Well, I was hoping it was going to be tonight during the stream, but it's reported, and it's probably most likely tomorrow. Same goes for McTominay in terms of officially announced from official channels like Manchester United and Napoli, etc. It's probably going to be tomorrow, but we were hoping there might be something tonight, but it doesn't really look like it's going to be materialising. But there you go. I mean, so just to clarify everything we've discussed in this video, we will be wrapping up shortly, but just to clarify everything we've discussed in this video for anybody getting in here and to give you an update or a little rundown of what we discussed. Obviously, Fab has already told us that the deal is done. It basically is done. It just needs to be finalised, as we've said, and officially announced. There is some discussions about whether or not he could maybe be fit and available, ready to play against Liverpool. It's very unlikely, but we discussed that at the top of the show there, just in the off chance that he might be chucked in there as a combative destroyer if he is up to it, fitness-wise, etc. But he probably will not be given a chance that early. He'll probably be just on the bench or brought through in a later game because, you know, if you look at what Ten Hag's done with our new signings, he hasn't really done that. He hasn't sort of chucked them in there. They have been brought in slowly and not starting without being fully conditioned and ready and everything. So I don't think we're going to see Ugarte at the weekend, but you never know. Also, obviously, Scott McTominay going to Napoli is a big deal with in regards to Ugarte coming in. That's the reason why it's happening, really. We've got 30 million back for Scott McTominay, 10 million back for Mesbury, and that's financing most of the Ugarte deal. There is no issues with the McTominay business either. That is going to be announced by Napoli anytime soon, really. Fabrizio said just before this stream went live that no issues for Scott McTominay to Napoli, as documents have been reviewed today. €30 million package, 10% sell-on clause to Man United, and all set to be completed on Thursday, which is tomorrow, obviously. So, you know, he's saying tomorrow, could have been tonight. It's going to be tomorrow, really, latest for these signings. Both of them more than likely announced tomorrow. Ugarte and Scott McTominay to Napoli as well. So that's good stuff, guys. Also, I don't know if I actually discussed this, but these are just from some quotes from Maresca, which is adding fuel to the fire in regards to the Sterling situation. So United seemingly interested in looking at Raheem Sterling as a potential replacement short term, obviously, for Jadon Sancho going out on loan this summer. Still teams interested in Jadon, Juventus, seemingly closest, but Chelsea still potentially have some interest, and they could be interested in some sort of a swap, or, you know. But this is what Maresca said in regards to Sterling. Maresca confirms there's no way back for Sterling. He's a fantastic guy, but only thing is every manager has a different idea. He's not my type of winger that I like. Probably likes a winger with a bit of football IQ who's not a complete bloody headless chicken, so I can't blame him. But he says he's not the type of winger I like. That says nothing about him. The history and the numbers speak for Raheem, and he has had a great career. But yeah, I didn't really speak about that earlier, but Maresca quotes, you know, it was obviously likely that he's going to be going somewhere, and I guess United could snag an experienced player just to come in and fulfill the role of an outgoing Jadon Sancho, or, you know, Facundo Pellistri type bit part wide player. So, you know, that's still on the cards, guys. At the moment, that is still on the cards, but I don't want him. Most of you guys in the live chat don't want him, but it might happen. Lazio interested in Lindelof reportedly as well. Perhaps there could be a decent bid that comes in somewhere there. And as we've discussed as well, you know, the Juventus and Chelsea remain both in talks with Jadon Sancho. Juventus have improved their proposal today for the loan with buy option. This is via Fabrizio. Man United insist on obligation and salary coverage. So nothing absolutely agreed or anything yet, but United trying to push for a transfer away for Jadon Sancho at this moment in time, and looking at options, exploring options to bring in a replacement short term also, you know. So yes, get in there, Stretford Gamer. We've got Barnsley in the third round. Let's go. Yeah, there you go, Barnsley. Yep, fair play to you, lad. Maybe that could happen. Could be in the morning, but keep this going, Mr. Pig. I may not always contribute in the chat, but I'm always here. Thank you, Ian Knox, for getting in here, my friend. Yeah, I'm going to be on here, you know, every day and night, especially for the last couple of days of the transfer window, folks. So over the channel, over the next couple of days, we'll definitely be getting on and covering all of the window, the transfer close, etc., covering all the ins and outs before the window closes. So make sure you get involved in the next couple of days. Smash that like button and that bell icon for notifications. Yeah, that's right, Sid. We've got Barnsley. You think United will beat Liverpool? Come on, Tropical Palm Tree. Let's be having you. Love that mentality, lad. Ineos has given Erik ten Hag all the tools he's supposedly missing last season. Quality CDM, right back, attacker, defender, all the pieces, perhaps a backup left back, and now in place. Spot on, Luke. You know, we made strides, haven't we? They've given him what he needs. Surely he is going to have to do a lot better this season now. You think Sancho would go to Juventus? Yeah, probably. It's a good move for us to get him out of the Premier League as well, if we're going to see him go somewhere. Go live in the bath, Pig, mate. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? When's the next live in the morning, Pig? Yeah, it's sometime tomorrow. When I say morning, it's probably not your morning. You know, my morning's usually about sort of 10 a.m., 11 a.m. or something. But, you know, midday, that's probably when we'll be getting going for a live stream tomorrow, yeah. Let's go, Disco Dave. Come on, yes, lad. Not tonight, G-Wolf, mate, no, but do follow us up on the gaming channel if you're not already, guys. Flying Pig Gaming. Hey, thank you, Sovereign Saint. Appreciate you, lad. Do a movie watch along. You viewed. Thank you for the super chat you viewed. Good evening, Pig, mate. Watching You and The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd in it, bro. Love the humour in that film. Classic one. Oh, I love that film. That's an absolute banger. Me and Mrs. P actually watched that a few months back. She'd never seen it before. It's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic. I love all John Candy movies, to be honest, mate. And Dan Aykroyd's a baller as well. You don't think a left-back will be signed? Thank you so much for that, UV. Let's get some Susan there, by the way. Take Chile as well. Chilwell, yeah, well, there you go. A left-back, some sort of left-back. Chile, you know, some sort of a left-back option is still on the cards also. So we are looking at a wide player in terms of a forward, but we're also looking at potentially a left-back also. You know, we'll see. We've got coverage, I suppose. You know, Dalot plays there. Mazraoui can play there, I suppose. Obviously, you've got still Luke Shaw, but he's an injury-prone Melt out injured at the moment. Malassi is there. You've got Amas, a youngster. We could certainly, if we're really serious about trying to do something this season, plan for the worst eventuality and try and get a bit of quality and depth there. I love pre-grated cheese, mate. Takes all the bother out of it. Sometimes I've sliced my fingers over a cheese grater before, lad. It's a messy business sometimes, lad. Purpose says, don't care where he goes, don't care about his career or want the best for him. He's an absolute asterisk. Just leave Sancho. Yeah, there you go. Get gone. It's crazy that we can't sell him. You know, usually when a player falls out of a football club, you can sell them because another football club might want them for X amount of money. But the only way you can get rid of Sancho is just a loan move because nobody is crazy to pay money for Jadon Sancho because he's a bit of an egomaniac melt and he's overpriced and underwhelming and all the rest of it. So he doesn't really add up for a transfer dealing for any football club, which is why it's hard to get rid of him. Yeah, stream from your bath. Pretty happy with this transfer window. Shame about Euro long-term injury, but lots in some questionable ones, but... Yeah, Euro's, I think, going to be a great player for us, lad. But, you know, bit of a weird signing, that one. Just signing and then instantly he's got metatarsal injury and has to have surgery. He's out for a few months. Not the start you need at the football club. Oh, nice. You're back in Forteventura. Yes, lad. Enjoy, you jammy bastard. I bet it's lovely over there. Hermoso would be perfect. Can play left back and centre back. Great shout, Tommy Boyle, lad. Soon enough, G-Wolf, at some point. Stephanie says we've smashed 122 likes. Let's hit the thumbs up, everybody. Hit the likes on it. Give us a nice like spike. Help us get to 150 there. Nice one. I'm just going to shout out everyone who's given us a repost on Twitter, as I said I would. Thank you, everyone who's got in here, you legends. Let's have a look at Twitter here real quick and shout out all you guys who've reposted us. 7 reposts. Thank you very much there, you legends. 7 reposters, and you legends are the following. Aaron Homeyard, Kieran, John Boy Cat, Tommy Boyle, LA John, Anna Lentry, and Luan France as well. And Mr. Sims as well. Big up, you legends. Thank you so much for reposting the shows there. It's much appreciated. Danke schön, mein Freundes. Nice one. Anyway, we're going to basically wrap up this stream, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wanted to jump on, cover the latest news, and also maybe be on here late night in case there was some sort of an official announcement by Man United or maybe Napoli just to confirm finally done and dusted the deals for McTominay and Ugarte, obviously, on United's part. But not to be expected that it will be tomorrow now. Obviously, it's going to be tomorrow for Ugarte and Scotty. Maybe just my luck, the minute we go off this stream, 11 p.m, it will be announced. But you know, hopefully tomorrow's the day. We'll be back on with the transfer news tomorrow with multiple videos and streams covering the last few days of the transfer window for Man United. Thank you so much, you legends, for getting in here and, you know, having your say throughout the chat, guys. Thank you so much for getting in there raw with your comments and everything in regards to everything we discussed. Come back after and get the thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section about Ugarte, McTominay, Sterling. Do you want Raheem Sterling? That's a big talking point right now. Come back, get your thoughts in about that. Nice one, Simon Warner. Get in there, the Cake Cadet, Berber, Stephanie, Nathan, G-Wolf. What are you on about there, Wolves, lad? Jay, Stephanie, Disco, and everybody else who's in here, you know, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to wrap this stream up. Let's end on some Bacon Brigade emojis and some Sues and some Come On United, because we have had a good transfer window. We are doing some bits and we are making some strides. Over to you, Eric Ten Hag. You've had the money, you've had the time. Now it's to get the team performing to a good standard is the task at hand, you know. And still, there's a bit more business to be done. Maybe we will see a cheeky left back. Maybe we will see a cheeky Sterling sign, or maybe somebody else as a surprise. And then there's still the likeliness of us getting rid of at least 1, possibly 2 more players before the end of the window. So plenty more to come for United. It's been a busy window, and there you go. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like before you go and subscribe if you're new and click the bell icon for notifications. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United, and check out the website flyingpigunited.com and come back afterwards. And as I say, have your say in the not live comment section. And keep the debate going there. Nice one, everybody. Stephen, Red Devil, Rajat, Madhouse, Rajat, and everybody else as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.